Bristol. We're going to Bristol to sleep for 2 weeks.
No, take a PCR test.
Take a PCR
Wait for the results to get back.
And wait for the results to get back. And not
play shows until
our results are back.
Chris, launch the drone.
Yeah, launch the drone right now.
Launch the drone. Yeah, immigration. They love drones.
This is where you get your driver's license as well.
This is where you get your drone shot down.
Merci. Au revoir.
Serious border patrol.
She was like, what are you guys, when you roll in, she was like, can you pull forward? And I was like, yeah. She's like, do you want to go in and check that the front are all okay? And I was like, nah, that'll be okay. And she was like, oh, a hard ass. And I was like, pardon me? A hard ass? We're in Calais. We've just passed immigration, which was a bit touch and go because we didn't know what the situation was going to be like because of the new COVID regulations that the UK have implemented. But we're here. We got through. No one had to have their cavity searched. No one checked our COVID documentation.
I offered.
You offered?
I offered.
We were expecting some staunch, stiff upper-lipped Border Patrol people, but instead we got a guy who said that he saw the Clash in Champ 69 when he was a kid in London. And he said, I'm a rocker just like you guys, wearing a Border Patrol outfit and behind the security glass, which I thought was kind of funny.
John, what's it like filming a documentary about our band?
It's really fun. I think we should do it more often. It's fun shit to document.
Yeah.
Look back years from now. What's it like talking to like such a talented filmmaker?
Chris, ask me what it's like to film a documentary.
What's it like to film a documentary? Hey, excuse me. What's it like to film a documentary about John filming a documentary?
It's stressful, man. It's just a lot of shots and a lot of just documenting, which I did not know would be involved in the making of a documentary.
Something does not smell good in here.
It's probably all the fucking old ass.
So there's this train that you drive onto, and all of these cars drive into the train, and when you stay parked, we have to stay in our car, and the train goes underneath the sea and takes us all the way over from where we are in France to the United Kingdom. The train comes back up above the ground, and then we drive off of the train into a new country.
Connor, do you have a car in your personal life?
Mm-hmm.
What side of the car is the steering wheel on?
That side.
This side. Okay. Yeah. And this car, the steering wheel's on that side.
It's on this side.
What side of the road do you usually drive on when you're at home?
The left-hand side.
What side of the road have we been driving on for a week?
The right-hand side.
What side of the road are we about to be driving on?
The left-hand side.
What side of the steering wheel do you usually sit on when you're... What steering wheel do you sit on when you're home ride driving on the roadside?
Right-hand side. And we're going to drive on the left-hand side on a left-hand vehicle.
That sucks.
Yeah. Good.
Jolly old England. We're walking to buy shoes.
First time in the UK. First impressions are pleasant. It's been a nice walkabout so far. Picked up some guitar cables. I've had one die on me and I've left one somewhere. Having a lovely afternoon.
Hey, we should go down this way.
Yeah, it's just like a really cool like market street. It's like full of people. Look at these little pork pies.
Eat it.
Good.
Eat it.
You ready?
Guys, how is it?
Steaming. Smells porky.
Are they making fudge right here?
That's some PR right there.
Everyone
knows that there's been a ridiculous amount of PR and marketing going into Crawler, but I feel like everywhere we go, people are only looking at their style. How's it going?
Just find a table and like set up our merch.
I like these little grocery bags, reusable bags.
Yeah.
Really sexy. You can see what's inside.
Oh, what you get?
It's on there. We got a clear backpack. I really want to get a photo of it just full of condoms or like guns or gravy.
Yeah, gravy.
I want to ride the train with it full of gravy.
Maybe like a salad.
yeah. Big party, yeah.
hope I brought enough. That's kind of my worry right now, but... Hey, Tony, do you want some juggling balls since you're such a fucking clown?
Good one, dude. Got me. Good one, bud.
Hey, I just want you to know, there's a guy coddling a Scottish Terrier in a little sweater back there, and
You think I'd be into it?
you would die.
I want to go in there if that's cool.
Oh my god! Anthony is obsessed with shoes, so he went to the Vans store in Brighton and they got a new pair.
I don't know.
I told you I buy shoes. I told you. We've made it to Blighty.
All right, 3 people have already said that when I filmed them.
We're in.
People know.
We're in Brighton.
Yeah, we know.
Immigration was a pile of piss.
Yeah, we know.
No one checked COVID.
Yeah, you already said that.
Well, fuck you then. Five times around that one, out 5 times into the other one.
Oh, there's just a moth in here.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, that's
Oh, I thought you meant in your fucking test. I was like, what the shit? That'd be so awesome. Fucking moth.
These ones are old. These are from the last COVID.
Okay. Put it up your nose.
Okay.
5 times around this one, out.
Okay.
5 times around this one. Then you take this bit off.
Okay.
And you swirl it around for 30 seconds.
Alright.
You do a little,
You
little
have a little
squeeze
bag
when it's
for-
in there.
Yeah.
You close that up. Drop 4 drops on the S bit. And then we leave it for half an hour. Everyone ready? I did it. You've already done it. Okay, Chris has already done it.
Just took our PCR test to see if we can remain in this country.
Good.
We'll find out. Stay tuned.
I do also appreciate some alone time when we get the opportunity.
It has something to do with not wanting to be around y'all, but we're so around each other that those times spent, separated. This is nice.
Are a lot of American bands coming through right now?
I've seen it.
Not really?
Lots of local bands because we have the music college here. Yeah, we had, I think it was the guitarist in American Football, he played there.
Owen, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
How's everything in this? Because you guys are Chicago based, yeah? How's everything back there? Is it?
Chicago's been, I guess, had it bad a couple times, but I feel like now it's better than most.
Like, you couldn't be like an anti-vaxxer in a punk band in Chicago. Like, I think people would call you out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's got, and a lot of the community is like that. Like, I remember I was at a show at a club in Chicago, and I had, like, me and my partner were there, we both had masks on, and somebody was like, just a question, like, why do you think you, like, there's no one here who is like not vaccinated, or like would even fuck with COVID at all. Like, you still feel like you need to wear a mask. Like, I don't really know exactly how it works all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, tours are happening, but people are still getting sick on them. So we'll see how Germany goes. I hope it goes.
Yeah, no, me too.
First UK show of the tour is over. So, any thoughts?
Great.
It's great. Yeah, really good show. Played Brighton. Yeah, played our first show with Hell's Ditch. We had one show with them. It's good.
Cool. We kick ass.
You look good as fuck today. What's this sweater combo you got going on? This is a good look.
Thanks, I'm trying to be styling cool.
You're fucking styling as shit.
You, baby.
Like, if that's their concern about the state shutting down, or if that's them just saying, like, it would be easier for us to not put on the show because of all of the risk with COVID and everything.
Right.
So we should hear about that in the next couple of days. I'm going to talk to Fabi later on today anyway, just for like a general update on the state of what's going on in those states. I think worst case scenario is that he's now going to all the promoters on this final chunk in Germany and asking for what's like the best cancellation fee they can offer you, based on it being really last minute. We'll just have to roll with it when we know what's happening, which is what we've done this entire tour. You guys are going to be in Europe until the 13th of December, regardless of if you play shows, because it's just not going to be financially viable for you to change your flights.
I mean, we have to return this van in Germany. Your flight's out of Berlin, our flight's out of Berlin. It's an impossibility unless our cancellation fees are 200%.
Yeah.
250%.
I mean, even the worst case scenario is you flying home from the UK because all those shows get cancelled, and me driving the van early to Berlin and trying to move my flight. But we're not going to think about that at the moment. I can't foresee all those shows being cancelled. But who knows at this point? Anyway.
35.
Abraham Lincoln.
The only one that is cancelled right at this moment is Munster, and of course Leipzig, but we've confirmed another day at Booze Cruise to replace it in the meantime. We should be mentally and logistically prepared for the scenario that you can't play the last block, and we'll hopefully be able to send another update tomorrow, keeping close contact with our promoters and refreshing with any news regarding ministers' meeting and decisions. Over the last days, I've been trying to negotiate worst case scenario cancellation fees with the promoters / venues who are currently having cultural funding. Cologne show is on, but the promoter is very concerned, suggesting that you should fly home after London. Cancellation fee would be €300 most likely. Munster just got a call that the show is off as the venue will be closing for the time being. Cancellation fee would be €400. Kassel, the show is still on, waiting for information on the possibility of cancellation fee, but not expecting this one as the venue is not funded. Hamburg Booze Cruise have been receiving a bunch of bad cancellations, and also 2 venues are now closed. Cancellation fee is available, but waiting for a final information, most likely 50%, which would be €425. Berlin, the show is now 50% capacity and 2G+. Ticket sales are disappointing and not gathering any pace. Berlin government wants to shut down the venues ASAP. Cancellation fee would be €700.
You know, maybe we could take advantage of them giving us places to stay and kind of try and do some live streams or something to raise money.
There's nothing here about them saying we can go and stay in the venues or the hotels that they booked for us.
Oh, okay, so we have no place to stay if all these shows cancel.
Most of the promoters, it seems, are just saying there is no point coming back here currently. The German government has had a state meeting and they've suspended decisions till tomorrow.
I mean, that would suck for you, but to go there, drop off the van, take a train to Berlin and fly home.
Yeah, we'll need to figure out if you can get some money back on the gear and the van if we have to cancel that last section.
Well, let's while we can, play some fucking sick shows, push merch super fucking hard, try and do our damnedest to make the time we have here, which seems like it's going to be less than we planned for, really great, enjoy ourselves, and get a fucking Wi-Fi connection so we can figure out the rest.
Yeah. Tweet at him. What should I say in the tweet?
Hey, let's play the Kali Masi.
We're trying to play some shows. If you could just postpone the meetings for another 2 weeks.
No, tweet them and tell them the meetings are next week.
Are any of the venues in the last block, do they have venue flats and stuff? Would we still be able to stay in those places?
I'm sure there's a solution in Hamburg.
Yeah.
In Kassel, there's a accommodation booked for us. In Berlin, there's a hotel as well. I'm sure we can still stay at the hotels even if the shows will be cancelled.
Because we've obviously paid for the transit back into Europe. Right. Obviously, they're gonna check to see if they can move their flights just as a potential to see what the last scenario is. But we're obviously going to have to drive the vehicle back to Berlin, or at least Dusseldorf, where the rental is booked, and then I'll have to get a train to Berlin or something and fly home. A best case scenario would be that if the shows get cancelled and we have the cancellation fees, then we can still
transit through Germany and stay in the places.
For example, in Hamburg, I know someone who owns an artist flat there, so that would be a solution as well.
I guess numbers are rising quite rapidly then.
Yeah, to be honest, the numbers have not really been rising over the last 2 days.
Right.
But the hospital situation is getting worse every day.
Right.
That's the main point here.
Because the UK show's not going to get cancelled because this government doesn't give a single fuck. We'll touch base in a couple days. You're not going to get the money back from the tunnel if it doesn't make economical sense for you to fly out of London, say, on the Monday, the 6th. If all those shows get pulled, which we won't know for at least 48 hours, we might as well all just transit into Europe. We would have to do some more paperwork, some transit paperwork, but that's fine. The borders are not closed because it's the European Union. No borders are closed. It's just tracking who's coming in, when and where. Check back in episode 4 to see what happens.
Kali Masi reality show.
From here, 10 feet.
Have quite a sticky
10
situation
points.
to figure themselves out.
Gryffindor, right?
What?
Oh. This was a kissing moment.
Trophy deer.
Yep.
Recurring one.
Take out recurring one. Take out recurring one.
Still life and some friends.
You play 8 in half an hour?
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Stray, PMJ, Guilt, long-term freer, trophy dad, still life, some friends. The first question is, what is the capital of Brazil?
Rio de Janeiro.
Incorrect. You're out.
San
Nick.
Junipero.
You're out.
What was that? San Junipero? Yeah.
You're out as well, I'm afraid.
What does that mean?
You're not allowed to continue on this round.
That's fine. Fuck that round. San Paulo.
Incorrect. That means, by default, you win the first round.
All right!
Congratulations!
Connor, you look like the younger version of the Quaker oatmeal guy.
Okay, what did you get?
Some Polish bullshit.
Okay. The second question is, what's the square root of 35? Wow.
Fuck you.
These are dog shit.
Square root? I don't even know what that means.
Okay, let's make it an easier question.
Ooh. 6? That's 7.
Whoa, that's correct! It's 5.9999999.
Damn, alright!
Let's. Okay, what was the 5th show on this tour?
Wax Million.
Correct!
You can cheat.
You can cheat. What have you got? What have you got?
Bullshit. Get that bullshit.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The next question is, who is the quarterback for the Seattle Sounders?
I have no idea.
The fuck are the Seattle Sounders?
He likes Seattle.
It's just an American football team. No, that's the wrong Seattle. Whatever the
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Whatever the fucking team is.
What the fuck are the Sounders? Tom Brady.
You're out.
I don't know. Tom Brady.
Incorrect. That means by default you win. Fantastic. Well done, you. Okay. For the final fun bit, you can either give me the capital of South Dakota or any one of the headliners of Riot Fest 2018.
System of Down.
Incorrect.
No, we played 2018.
Did we?
They're not on this list here, but you win anyway.
B-52s.
Wow, I just don't remember my own life.
And that's Can Roulette, everyone.
Primo beer flavored with tequila. I fucking love this. 6%. Good night.
Guys, it's Christmas.
I don't want that naked shit too.
It's Christmas.
I know.
It's Christmas. Christmas. And we'll be a bit more cheery.
Hear about a naked having formaldehyde in it? No.
Hey. No. Shut up.
But that's the one I read.
We're getting some snacks. And where are we?
Yeah, that's a good question for us.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
We're just shutting 2 minutes, guys. I just need to hurry up.
Oh, let's go.
Sorry.
Go. The glow is like fucking great.
I'll follow you. I'll follow you into the dark.
Have to see.
Kidding.
10:37 a.m.
Pretty good job, guys.
Yeah!
You guys, it's so cute. Not at all.
Nice.
Okay, now start flying inside the van.
Where's my harmonica?
Harmonica, where's my harmonica?
Bless us, Jesus, for we have sinned. Bless us, Jesus, take all of my money.
So we're in a mall, question mark. We just ate lunch. We have a lot of time before we check in at the hotel. It's an IBIS budget. It's gonna suck. No beggars can't be choosers. On this, I'm a beggar. On this trip, I'm a beggar. I don't remember where we've been, where we're going, what we're doing. I just ate a burrito. This mall is real. It has people everywhere. And apparently they just got them here and everyone's like jazzed about them. But in the States, they're all crumbling.
Yeah, these people are matching. They're so excited to
They're
go.
all matching.
The sheet under the unmade bed looks soiled as shit. Like a poop stain on it. There's boogers all over the wall.
I like how fucked up the floor is and the stairs just from like
People being alive.
We're staying at a hotel that has condom-filled poo in the hallway.
Allegedly.
I'll show you.
one of those things we look back on now, you know?
Yeah, like everything else in your life.
One of those things we, well, you know.
Yeah, like a memory.
I hate you. God, I hate you.
Fabi says that there's a strong indication that Berlin is going to go into like a full city lockdown and close venues and bars. Obviously that's not confirmed yet, but the only things we have available now are Kessel, which is 150 euros, and the two Booze Cruise shows that combine are 850 euros. We would be playing London, staying in London Sunday night, more than likely cancelling the tunnel over on Monday because there's no point going. We need to figure out what you want to do. If it's worth just telling Fabi, let's just pull those shows and take a cancellation fee and get you guys home as of early next week, or we wait to see what happens with Kessel and Booze Cruise. He feels that tomorrow there's going to be some restrictions put in place in the final states. So yeah, venues will have to close down in cities with incidents over 350 cases. Is expecting German states to confirm that restrictions very soon. Fabi also said that there's been no other tickets bought in Kessel for like a couple of weeks, and he doesn't expect many more to come through, and even there it's going to be probably a 50% capacity restriction, and he doesn't think 50% of the people who are bought will come. I think we're in a situation of figuring out how to get home now. I don't think next week's going to happen. It's not worth us driving out there for you to maybe play Kessel, get 150 bucks, maybe play Hamburg. I'm saying we need to look into the price of flying out of the UK from whatever airport is available.
So next week's shows, right? Yeah!
Roll clips of us playing those
Those
shows. Roll clips.
Play those shows.
Roll clips right here. There's a link here and over
Here,
here.
link down here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here to see us. It's
Something to get up there.
why is it so fucking cold?
If you all huddle together like penguins, it'll be warm.
I'm gonna go get changed into my shorts.
Now we're ready. I love being in England. It's 10 in the morning. This tour's been really weird. It's been really hard to do all the things that I normally take for granted on tour. It's meeting new people, socializing, finding those moments of comfort you need when you're in such a extended, stressful situation 24 hours a day, close quarters with, the same people. You want to get out of that. You want to meet people. You want to talk to people, and it's just not the time for that. There's a little bit of relief knowing that, we're figuring things out, that we're not just stranded on this island for an extra week or something like that. But
it definitely gets to a point, I think, with a foreign tour where you really just feel
placeless.
Placeless. Between the place you're staying and the van and the venue, if there's nowhere to steal away and get some free time, there's really no way to decompress, because it's you're in the hotel room with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 other people. You're in the van with 5 other people. You're at the show with other bands and other people, and you're entertaining. And even in the green room, you're sharing it with the band. Being at the merch table with people wearing masks or people not wearing masks, and that being kind of almost a little offensive to have people in your personal space not respecting your safety with the COVID situation, or not being able to connect because someone's wearing a mask and you can't hear them and it's loud. It's just it just is an uphill battle. That with getting through all the borders, getting all these things filled out, paying all these extra fees to get in and out of countries. It's just really makes it an impossibility to tour in the way that you normally would, to not only make a profit for your band, but also make a connection with people. It's just there's so many walls up, and it takes a lot of energy to get over those walls, and it's hard to find the energy when you can't steal any time away to rest. I do want to say, for the record, I take back what I said about how poorly all the shows in the UK were going to go. They were great. But yeah, London's going to pop off. I think London's going to be actually a really sick show. Even though it's a Sunday night, fuck it. Might be the last Sunday. That's the thing about this entire tour, is it's a bunch of people coming to shows because it's their first show in 2 years, and a lot of people coming to shows because they think it's going to be their last show in because it's going to lock down again. Which is true, because it locked down again. Yeah.
What would actually be really funny would be all right, we're halfway there, we'll sort it out. My flights and Sam's flight.
No, that's unbelievable.
So because you got up late, we decided to sort our flights, and we'll give you the band card so you can sort your flights later on. If only you got up on time, John.
The only flights are later. The only flights are a month later.
They're only a week later, and we took the last 3 seats on the plane.
Yeah, only some of us can go because they have to fly some German officials out of the country.
They asked for our passport numbers, and Anthony had his ready, and I had mine ready, and you guys were asleep.
There is one flight, but you would have to fly from Berlin to Heathrow, have a 48-hour layover, then fly to Stockholm, then fly to New York, and then get a train to Chicago. And that's cheaper than our flight, so we actually gave you a good deal.
Yeah. Yeah, the only flight is Christmas Eve, and it's a 34-hour
with a Christmas Day layover.
A little bit of headache today, but just gonna roll with the gloomy day.
So there's this urban legend about this area of Manchester. It's about the Salford Ripper, and it's he's a supernatural killer, and when he kills you, he steals your appearance so he can stalk his next victim, right? And so you'll never see him coming. And the only way that you know that it's him is because he has a tiny hook for a hand.
Is this true?
No.
So not only am I having issues changing our flights whatsoever because they were non-refundable flights, we don't even have a guaranteed flight home at this point because German flights are just shutting down, left and right out of Germany. Doesn't really seem like anyone's going, knows what's going on. It also is making flights extremely expensive. For one person, $2,000.
Flight currently back is sort of MIA in Germany. The people that are on the flights the 2-3 days before you are still MIA as well, so they're getting likely bumped back
Yeah.
So,
like the only way to keep like our price point and get on a flight, like it would be like literally near Christmas time, like over a week later. So I'm just like numb to it at this point. I'm just so like.
What would you say your like maximum budget is? 700 was too much, wasn't it? At this point,
A person, yeah. As like all the laws and everything are going into effect and news and everything. So I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know. Fucked, getting more fucked.
Thoughts, Ben, John, with the rest of us will be dealing with this morning. Any thoughts on that?
Well, the one thing that, like, it's going to be worth losing more money to get back sooner because people are going to be losing personal monies for not working. So, like,
yeah,
I think the opportunity cost is going to be horrendous, but
horrendous, yeah.
Crowdsource some stuff, or like,
well, we did see
as soon as we get back in Chicago, try to play a Chicago show of like
self-benefit.
Yeah,
Of sorts.
recouping our getting fucked in Europe costs.
There was an option to get maybe 1 or 2 people home on Tuesday, flying from Heathrow at like 6 in the morning. It was like 3 layovers via Paris, Stockholm, and I think like New York it ended, so you have to get a train back to Chicago.
Or just fish around for flights in the U.S. once that's available. But I mean, that's like, you're talking about like 35 hours of travel and like thousands of dollars, basically.
What are your thoughts, John?
Per person.
I mean, if 780, right?
That was what I was seeing yesterday. I don't know if that's still possible, but everyone I talked to just seemed kind of flustered.
Yeah.
Because as there's a lockdown happening in Germany, and it's affecting other countries like nearby Europe, it just seems kind of screwy. And they obviously don't understand. Like, I'm like, hey, we're in the UK. Can we fly out of the UK? And like, why are you in the UK? Your flight's out of Berlin.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's difficult to explain the entire situation because I'm obviously trying to get us flights, preferably just out of London, but our flight is booked out of Berlin with this airline, so it has to be, it seems like it needs to be out of Berlin with this airline, but it's like just astronomically expensive, or like literally we're stuck in fucking Europe until we fly home on a 30-hour flight to get us home on like Christmas Day or like some, you know what I mean? Just like absolutely fucked.
And the prices are going to go up day by day because people are going to get desperate. So.
I mean, maybe we could, we bought Chris's flight like day of and it was cheap.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be like worth it to like play tonight, cancel the next 2 shows, and just like hop on the next flight,
A suggestion.
Yeah.
And that would be that we tell John and Tim that we're fucking with them and we booked flights for Monday this morning.
Yeah. That's an option too.
And then everything's sorted already.
Yeah.
And it's not expensive.
What do you guys think on that?
Is this just a joke? Okay.
Yeah, we're flying out on Monday.
We're good. We're flying out of London.
It's all set.
Out of London?
Yeah, it was like $900 for all 4 of us.
Alright. I got the 7-minute joke. Right, I got the 7-minute joke on camera.
Good.
Seriously, which one's the fuck?
The fuck is that the truth is that we're flying out of London on Monday.
Hey, that's not particularly fun.
Sorry. That's
that was really funny because the end is so good. That's why it's funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah, you guys kept being like, so John and Tim,
Is
like,
this real?
Yes.
We are flying out on Monday. Everything's sorted.
You guys kept being like, John and Tim, like, what do you think? We've been working on this all morning, and then I'd like start to talk, and then you guys just start like,
whoa, I didn't answer that. I didn't care what you thought. I didn't even ask.
God.
It's literally, we're in the best case scenario.
Alright, I gotta call my mom back.
Why?
It's basically the same flight as just out of Heathrow. So it's early and
It's about a changing flight from Berlin on the 13th to Heathrow.
They gotta.
I find that like really fucked, but
You find that kind of demonic, a little bit.
yes, because I was not overly worried. But
hey, we're okay. They just need to get their sillies out.
Sorry for fucking with you, Sam.
what was even funny about that? Who had a good time with that? Did you guys enjoy that? Like,
Yeah, I had hilarious.
I think I'm kind of like a little baby rock star because I fucking hate when it's cold and wet, and I just want to be comfortable and have my feet warm. I'm a little brat. What can I say?
Have you ever noticed all the toilet seats are cold as shit here?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, all right, man. All right.
What do you like about doing this?
It's fun to play music.
Hell yeah.
Get sweaty.
It's kind of like playing in Chicago. You've been there, done that, old hat.
Yeah,
so you gotta get out there.
Are you recording? Yep. Yeah, it definitely sucks that we have to cancel the last leg, but you know, every day is another day. And instead of spending the next 3 days, basically the whole weekend, bummed out about what's not happening, we should just try to remember what is happening, which is that we get to play shows in England to people who are ostensibly stoked for us to be here. So